and chatting to this lady, Janine Liedeman. Welcome to LTC.
Hi, Marco. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be on LTC.
It's good to have you, and thank you for making time with us today. I know you're quite a busy lady, but we're here to talk about you. So we're going to introduce you to the public. Hopefully, this is going to be the start of many more conversations, and I think it's something needed, especially on this show, but in general, in terms of dealing with loss and trauma and all of these things and the things that you do. So, Janine, the floor is yours. You need to introduce yourself to this audience. Who are you?
So I'm Janine Liedeman. I am a registered counselor. I've got my own company called Bolter Strength. And well, we basically focus on healing and identity when it comes to individuals. So I've got a great passion for people, got a great passion for allowing others to just know who they are, get to know who they are, and just understanding who you are as an individual and how you fit into this world.
She's very humble. She's not telling us everything, but we're going to extract a lot more from her. And this is when we turn the tables on them. Hey, they normally the ones that listen and they give advice. I know how that feels, so I like being this side of the conversation where we can grill them and we can get things out of them. But I want to talk about something I think that maybe we've glossed over in the last 3 to 4 years, especially after COVID. Um, and trauma is different for a lot of people. And I wanna maybe today a little bit talk about how a lot of us maybe have not coped with loss and closure and all of those things. But before we get there, though, um, I want people to know about you in terms of just why you're so passionate about what you do. Because just give them your qualifications, but then we'll get into why you do what you do.
So my qualifications, I'm a registered counselor. I'm with HBC SA board. What really draws me to people is that, I've gone through life experiences quite a lot, and like everybody else has in life. And we learn from our life experiences, and when we don't understand that and we don't know how it molds us as individuals, it's very important to really just take cognizance and also just to reflect on you as a person. The one thing I've realized over life is that I've gone through a space where I didn't know who I was. I didn't understand what I needed in life and what I deserved and what my worth was. So, with me finding that about myself, how better can I not use the same tools I've picked up and give it to other people and give them that sense of belonging to themselves first before they belong to any individual in their lives or any part of work or anything like that?
I like that. And let's get to the name Build to Strength. And so, how did you pick that name out?
Funny. So I prayed to God and I asked God to give me a name for the practice. And the only word I heard from God was strong and strength. That's the words I heard from Him. And I then kept praying about it, and I asked God just to, He needed to give me, because this practice wasn't going to run without God. And I needed Him
Yeah.
to show me what it was He wanted me to do with this practice and where He wanted me to go. And then it came about to build the strength. And when I asked God why build the strength, He said to me, I want you to build people to stand on their own. I want you to build people to stand firmly in who they believe they are in His image. And I think when we stand strong, and not think of strength in the sense of getting through life, but think of strength of what are we physically doing in life to actually be able to do things. So, to let you in on a little thing with regards to our company, is that I believe that my clients should not sit in my seat for years. They need to be able to activate their minds and start thinking for themselves and start being out there more than anything else, and learn to think and stand on their own and not use me as a crutch, which is a very,
Yeah.
very big thing for me. So majority of my clients I've seen before, I don't see anymore since 2016 because they are finally doing that on their own.
I like that. I like that a lot. And I also want to let our listeners know, now also your listeners, I want to let them know that she's a beautiful child of God as well. And you know, sometimes it's hard to find counselors or psychologists or the like that can speak into you, that's born again believers, and we have one in our midst, and so we get to celebrate her today as well. So today is just introductory, just to hear more about her, and then we're gonna get into a lot more of these types of conversations where I think she's going to be of good help to you, the listener, of course, and we'll give you all the details of her business a little bit later. But there's something that I alluded to a little bit earlier that's been on my mind a lot, and having gone through the COVID process, and it was really a life or death matter for me. It's personal, but also I remember a time when we couldn't go say goodbye to our loved ones, when it was limited to about 50 people at a funeral. What do you say to a lot of people that say to you, perhaps, that Janine, you know what? I could never say goodbye. I still
Mm.
struggle with the death of a loved one. Just as an
Yeah.
introductory topic, how do you advise? What do you say to people?
I think it's important for us to recognize that we understand what we're feeling first and foremost. And
Mm,
that when we're going through that space of, I could not do this and I could not say goodbye to someone, I wasn't able to get the closure that I needed in order to move forward. It really just resonates with an individual of where are you at in your lifestyle, what is holding you back first and foremost, and where are we starting to really pay attention to what does it mean to me, in does this closure mean to me more than anything else. And you know, I always speak about closure in this regard. Sometimes we think closure is speaking to someone or going directly to a person and saying, listen, this is how I feel, this is what it is. But actually closure is really a hard thing. It's a heart thing and it's a mind thing, and it's what are you wanting to do for yourself. So the idea behind losing someone and not being able to say goodbye is the hardest thing for individuals, and we need to acknowledge that it's real. We need to acknowledge that it's valid, and that it's an okay feeling to have. But we want to shy away from that feeling rather than actually just saying, you know what, I'm not feeling okay. And it's important to start saying, I'm not feeling okay. And it's important to say, this is what's bothering me and this is what it is about. So, addressing that feeling and understanding and identifying it is first and foremost the most important thing to do. And I always draw people closer to journaling. Journaling is a great platform that helps people just understand their thoughts, understand what it is they are thinking and what it means to them, and also just to recognize whether it's truth or whether it's not truth, whether you're not believing it, because that's the one thing we do. We believe the things that are really not truthful, by what people are saying, especially when you're grieving.
mm,
You get to a space of where people are saying to you, oh, but you shouldn't feel this way, you should just move on. Actually, you should not move
yeah,
on. You
yeah,
should not move on. You should deal with the
and you
feeling that
should
you
give.
need to deal with in that moment,
You
and you
should give
should
people
grieve, you
this
should
space.
mourn
Yeah,
100%.
there's no time
Others
limit
are
on
not.
that. Although you want to, of course, overcome this thing, but I think sometimes it's so insensitive of people to say you must move on, or we're not going to get over things. We just don't know what the individual goes through. What do you say to people that would often say to others, come, 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 it's time to get over this now?
I usually encourage I encourage my clients to actually distance themselves from people like that because it does affect them. It's important
Mm,
for them to know that they need to find a safe space. And if the individual who's talking to you like that constantly is not giving you a safe space, they're not respecting your space. And they need to respect your space and the feeling that you're in. I always tell my clients that, I don't feel the way you feel, and nobody else feels exactly how you feel. So there's no way that I can tell you how to feel or what to feel and what
yeah.
circumstances or actions to take.
I think I'm enjoying this conversation a lot, and I can see there's going to be a lot of value. I'm just being very presumptuous. She doesn't know that I had plans, and so she must just fall in line with these plans in any case. Um, but I'm looking forward to having you, of course, on more sessions here on the show. But the one thing I want to say about you, in doing my homework, is that people speak well of you. And when I look at some of the reviews that's on your website as well, and you can go check that out on boldtostrength.co.za, the fact that people feel very, very comfortable with you, the fact that you are accommodative of them as well. I know that you don't always just also just work working hours, and you accommodate if people also working overseas as well. And I remember I saw something about somebody sitting in China, in Shanghai, saying she was looking for
Yes,
you, found you on the interwebs. Tell us more about that
yes.
approach to how you counsel.
So, yeah, so I've got international clients, I've got Shanghai clients that I see as well, and I do online sessions. So, the heartbeat of the counseling practice is really to be available to people who can't leave their jobs during the day and need the help. So, our office hours are till the evening, just to accommodate those. Really, just to get the help that they need and to work through and actually just journey through them. So,
Yeah.
we've got face-to-face sessions, we've got online sessions that we do as well, dependent on your preference. And we basically, I prefer the face-to-face because sometimes I want to get my clients out of their own environment. But if it's not possible, we do the online, and there's a big confidentiality space with me. I don't mess around with that in a very big way. I also ensure that my clients are suitable and fitted with me, that they are comfortable with me. So if I will always say, if you're not comfortable, you need to tell me. I can refer you to someone, because it's important for
Mm,
me to know my counseling is merely for my clients, it's not for me. So I'm not here to take the glory on things. God gets all the glory for what I do because He speaks through me when I speak to my clients. But at the same time, I know it's important that my client needs to be in a safe space more than anything else.
I like that. And just wanting to inform our listeners about Bold to Strength. And she specializes in anxiety and trauma, stress, grief, and family counseling. That's just some of the things. And there's individual counseling, couple counseling, and then family and group counseling. You can check it out on the website as well. And so today is an introductory session with Janine. And I briefly met Janine like 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes at the Meraki Property Solutions. I just didn't have time to speak to most anybody.
That,
Sure, man. This guy.
tell them I cornered you, Marco. Tell them I cornered you.
She did. She did. Did we take a picture? I can't
No, we
remember.
didn't. You
But
ran
it
away.
no, but it was a pop in for me. But I've known a little bit about Janine, but I wanted to add value to the show and praying about, especially the Wednesday offerings, the Wellness Wednesday, and getting people on board that can be of value to the listeners. And I think we found you as one of those people, and we've claimed a 2 minutes. So
Okay.
you're part of the LTC family now. Do you want the LTC family? Ek is dit baie voorbarig.
I'm
Uh, You'll find out now just
I'm glad to be
one
part of
second,
that.
one
I'm
second.
finally. I made it. I made it to LTC. I made it.
Somebody says to you, so lovely to listen to this beautiful soul. I'm so glad and happy to see online she is situated in my area. And I'm definitely going to make contact with her. Beautiful lady and a soul and woman of God. See,
Oh.
people know. They know what they know.
Thank
So
you,
just
Marco.
before we end off though, and it's been too short, too short. Just speak to your listeners now and just give them some encouragement.
I think it's important for, I just want to share with everyone is that, you add value to life in any
Mm,
situation that you are and who you are, you add value. no matter what you step into, there's something you leave behind with individuals. So don't doubt yourself, don't doubt who you are. Get to know yourself better to even increase that value that you have to give to others.
Mm. Well, I think it's been a good start. I liked it.
A
Like I
very
loved it.
good start.
So we're gonna be in touch. We're gonna be working out something because this lady's busy, man. She's busier than me. So I gotta fit her in somewhere, and now I'm being so forbarig. And I said, well, she's part of the LTC team, but we'll work out something, and I'm pretty sure
I
that
look
you
forward
could
to it,
benefit.
Marco.
But you need to give them details though. How do they contact you?
So we are available on all social media platforms. It's called Build to Strength, and our website is www.buildtostrength.co.za. And our WhatsApp number, you can contact us on 067 165 2431.
Mm. And somebody says, say yes, yes, Janine. Say yes, you are a great asset for the radio program. All glory to God. That's from a certain Patricia Naval. I think you might just know them.
Thank you.
Um, ooh, you got fans there.
Yes.
One of these days, I'm out of a job.
Oh
Okay,
no.
but listen, I'm looking forward to having you on board, and I'm gonna get to some of the other messages. People are inundating me with messages. I'll try to catch up with them, but like I said, or like she said, you can check out the website that is boldtostrength.co.za on the socials as well. Connect with her, and I'm pretty sure you'll be happy that you did. Janine, I hope that you're okay after
Thank you,
all of this.
Marco. Thank you, listeners.
Do you need counseling
Yes,
now?
also awesome.
So you
No.
don't need counseling after.
No, God
Okay.
is my counselor.
So good. So this was your introduction to the LTC family, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure they did. They enjoyed you as well. So we'll be in touch till next time. Go and go see your client now. I know
Definitely. Thank you
you're really
so
busy.
much.
See you.
Yes, I need to rush.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. So that was Janine Liedeman, and you can find her on the socials, Bold to Strength, registered counselor, or you can go to a website, boldtostrength.co.za. What a fantastic asset to the kingdom. And now she'll be an asset to us here on the show as well. With that, I'm going to go to a break. I'm just ending our stream on YouTube and Facebook. With that, let's get to some more music. And